Kelly. I've been with Surefire for 4.5 years now. Started part-time when my kids were teeny tiny. I had worked with Dustin Yoder, our CEO, at a nonprofit right after college. And when he was starting Surefire, he sent me a message and was like, I really need your help. Like, I know I can trust you to get things done. And I was like, no, I don't want to work. Like, I'm a stay-at-home mom now. And he's like, it'll be fine, Kelly. He's like, you don't have to come to the office. If you do want to come, you could bring the kids. Like, don't even worry about it. So he reeled me in slowly but surely. And so I started, doing admin stuff and have grown with the company as it's grown. So it's been a really fun journey.
And now you're like director of operations and programs, correct?
Yes, which is a fancy way of saying I do a little bit of this, then a little bit of that.
It's amazing. It's in the startup world, you wear multiple hats, right?
Right, exactly. It's in the startup world, whenever there's a job posting for someone in the startup world, it's like you can wear many hats. And I'm like, no. In the startup world, you wear all of the hats. Like you have to be able to do a little bit of everything. And as startups grow, obviously Benekiva's done the same. You hire people that can stay in a certain vertical, but you still need the people that have been with the company for a long time that have that institutional knowledge of how the company works. So They work really well together.
Yeah.
With that,
with
that, I'm Brent Williams. I'm the founder and CEO of Benekiva. Also the janitor, the accountant. The
Benekiva Yoda. He totally changed his Slack profile, and I was like, "What the heck is this looking thing?" And then I was like, "Oh, it's Yoda."
And I did that because of Bobbie. Because I did a quote one time where I challenged Bobbie once, and she put it in this meme of a Yoda, and it just fit perfect. So
love it.
So with our Happy Friday, so this is our Happy Friday podcast. We're going to be looking to stream at other locations, but we'll also post a video of it. And with our Happy Friday traditions, we share one, maybe two happy stories of the week. And Kelly, with you being our guest of honor, we would love for you to go first.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll share one personal, one professional, and they're kind of tied together. Professional is, obviously ITC is coming up in just a couple of weeks. ITC is actually where I first met you, both Bobbie and Brent, I think in 2017 at ITC, though, a long time ago, when I think we were a kiosk, or we were a booth and you guys were a kiosk, like just, early days for both of us. And it's really been exciting for me to see the energy that comes up with that conference every year, and to see how the life insurance space has started to, I'm not going to say catch up to PNC in terms of digital, but has really made its own mark on digital. I feel like for a long time, PNC got all the attention at these types of conferences, and there's so much opportunity in life. So it's fun to see all the vendors that are geared towards life, the ecosystem working together. And for me, it's exciting to go and just get to be a part of the event. I don't have a hand in planning anything this year, which is really exciting for me. I get to go and be a conference attendee. And so I'm really excited about that, and looking forward to all the opportunities and starting to get the meeting set up. So that's my happy news of the week, is that it's around the corner, which is tied to my personal happy news in the sense that ITC is only possible, obviously, because of the vaccinations. And I'm in San Diego currently for my niece's second birthday, because her first birthday was peak transmission rate, and we didn't get to celebrate. So we get to do a little second birthday party for her that we're all really excited about.
Nice.
Awesome.
That's cool.
No, ITC is going to be like, when we think about growth, right? We see it like from the timing of when we arrived, So I say to our team is we have graduated from the startup.
Yes.
I don't think we're gonna go back. We can't fit our people in that space anymore.
No. Yeah, well, and our pre-conference event started as like a 2-hour thing, and then it went to a 3-hour thing, and now it's an all-day event. I know, Bobbie, you're hosting one of the panels, and we're doing joint events together, and just seeing, we're trying to toss off that like startup label. It's, we're not that anymore. We're not a 10-person scrappy team, and it's a really exciting growth to get to see, not only for our company, but for all the other life vendors as well. Just seeing the steam pick up in the market makes me excited.
I agree.
So Brent, would you like to go next?
Yeah, so I'll share a couple similar. You stole my thunder. I was going to talk about ITC as well.
Good thing you guys let me go first.
Yeah. We did our final. We set up our booth and all that stuff, and got everything finalized, and got that sent out to ITC yesterday. So unfortunately, I still am involved in some of that stuff, but maybe
you look good with the
next
booth
year.
now. Maybe
next year I'll be able to fly in and just do my thing and fly out. But we're getting there. But it was fun. We're actually launching a whole rebrand at ITC. So it was really cool to set the booth up and see all the new branding and everything, and it's really going to be exciting for us. So that's the business side. The personal side, my daughter is married, and they had purchased or built a house here about 3 years ago. And as they, accumulate more items, as a married couple does, all of a sudden they get to a point where their house is not quite as big as they thought it was when they built it. And so they were in the process of building another house. And, my daughter calls me and says, "Hey, Dad, let's go to dinner." Every time I get that call, there's something that needs to be done, or something that, and so she said, we were planning on our house taking this long to build, and we were planning on our house taking this long to sell, and it was going to coincide together, and it was going to be just perfect. Unfortunately, we put our house on the market, and it sold in 2 days. And so now we have to find a place to live. And so they moved in with me for a little bit of time there while they finished building their house. And I'm happy to say that they got their house all built, and they're going to be off on their own in their new house, new house, because they had a new house before. Now they have another new house, and so that's exciting for me. I did love and enjoy having them here. But once you're an empty nester, you kind of get to the point where I want everybody out of my house. So
empty nester syndrome. I think, Kelly, you too. I think our kids are around the same age.
Yeah, I mean, I know everyone says you'll miss it, but right now my boys are 5 and 7. And I can hear them currently inside screaming at each other. So the idea of an empty nest sounds very appealing at this moment in time.
We had a demo today, and her school had a late start today because they had this community night. So they did a late start. And I was like, "Savannah, do not interrupt me. I'm in a meeting." Because last time she just came in and she's like, "I'm hungry," in front of all my customers. I was like, they must think like I'm like the most horrid mom.
So, okay, Bobbie, now I have to tell this story. So I'm on a client call last year during COVID, and my sons both are home with me because school's closed, and my husband couldn't work remote. Oh, my niece is coming to sit by me. And my son was in the basement, which is where I worked, and all of a sudden he turns bright red. And he starts going,
oh, wow.
He had swallowed a metal bolt, like a little circular bolt. So I jumped up from my chair on the middle of a client call, like I'm the delivery manager, I'm presenting, jump up, give him the Heimlich maneuver, and then sit back down and hold him and keep going with the presentation. Our amazing clients had been so used to my kids at this point because COVID had been going on for like a year, and they were all just like, oh my gosh, is he okay? But it like, to me, I was like, like, that's it. They're all going to think I'm like the worst parent ever. I just let my kids swallow a metal bowl and had to give them the Heimlich maneuver. It was like, whenever I think about COVID and kids not being in school, that's like the memory that I'm going to carry until I'm 90. So
see how efficient I am. Here you go. I'm still delivering the presentation. I didn't have to cancel.
couldn't handle it.
So I'll wrap up with my happy Friday story. So we Bene Kiva has been participating in this really awesome program. We're sponsors of it, where anybody that wants to learn how to code, they are in this program. It's completely like, we're one of the sponsors that came in, and we helped with like a couple of their events. So they have a group of 23 people that are super hungry, love IT. They just need an opportunity. And that's the piece that I love, like what we can do now as a startup company, as as a founding team, we can set the vision of how we want to create that organization, or the first few companies, right? We set the culture for the company. So very happy to say that we're interviewing anybody who's interested. We're giving them the opportunity to interview them. We are saying we won't say no based on resume, because some of them may not be writing good resumes just because they don't have experience, but we're giving them the opportunity to share with us why they want to be in Bene Kiva. And we will get most likely between 5-ish, maybe more. I told the team, I said, if they're good, let's bring them on, because that's what helps with the talent pool and our bench strength. So that makes me super happy, because I think we're doing really good and we're able to share, right? And have them be part of our family.
Yeah,
I gotta say, Bobbie, that's one of the things that I love about you, and both the approach that both you and Brent take is your willingness and desire to share the experience and the knowledge and expand the industry. Like I feel like for both of you, having a successful company is not your ultimate goal. It's, transforming claims. It's bringing women into InsurTech, giving people the opportunity and the education. Like for you, your company's success is like a vessel to accomplish these really large goals. And it's one of the reasons I love working with you guys, and why Shrivastav finds you such a valuable partner. So
He's done that a couple of times.
No, I mean, honestly, it's you guys are on a mission, and it's really great.
Yeah, I mean, it's not all about, like money is of course good, right? It gives you that pathway to do things. But man, if we can carry people along or bring them along and get our first hire, Kelly, very similar to you, has no IT background, and we put her in a role. We've changed her, but she's like you, right? She will mold with the company, but she's like my right-hand person, because I can put her in any role and I know she'll get the job done. or give it like her 150, 200%, right? That's the type of people we're looking for. So yeah, I think it's kind of cool that we can do this now, right? In corporate, sometimes you can't, right? You have these red tapes and you have to convince. Here, it's our mindset, right? You just have to be open about it.
Yep.
But that was my big happy news, both on the personal side, because it makes me feel good, and then for our company. Well, this internship program is going to start when we're in ITC. So I have a good team of people that is carrying the training program, which is another good thing, right? So that's, we don't, we can delegate a lot of these things, and experiences just come in when we need to. But the team's got it. They're bringing in 10 people, and Brent, myself, Suvin, and 5 others are going to be in ITC. So it's pretty cool to see that.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It's going to be a fun event.
Yeah, we're looking forward to to the Surefy event. That's gonna be cool. We're claiming, like, because we're like the first panel, we're like, we're the opening act.
You are. You know, are you gonna do like a little show for us?
I'll tell you, we had a meeting with one of the panelists this morning, and it's going to be a really good panel. I mean, what we try to stress is when we get on stage or give presentations anywhere, it's never a Benekiva commercial. It should not be. It never has been, and never will be. It should be about what problems are we trying to tackle in the industry. We just happen to be tackling one of those problems. I mean, but at the end of the day, it's about how can we elevate the entire industry, and that's why we love to collaborate with other companies like Surefy's, and I mean, because you guys are doing things we're not, and we're doing things you're not, so it makes sense that we collaborate. I mean, and this whole idea of, and it blew my mind this morning. He says, us as large carriers, we look at buy versus build versus partner. I have heard buy versus build for the 20 years I've been in this industry, but that partner piece has come just in the last 3 to 5 years. And these companies are now starting to realize that they are the Titanics, right? They can't move and be as agile. We're speedboats. We can get in and out and do what we need to do. And you put those two things together and you've got a powerful combination. I've said since day one, since we launched in the marketplace, you take an InsurTech's drive and speed to market and pair that with a carrier's need and budgets, and great things happen. It just does.
Yep.
And like Kelly, to your point earlier, like, the industry's evolving. That means, guess what? For us, as part of this ecosystem of vendors coming together, or solution providers, the industry's changing, which is so cool, because we're getting more and more partners and collaborators that are fixing their pieces of the journey. So if you guys are at ITC, come see us, because we'll be like, I think our booth placement is,
we're together-ish.
Yeah, we're pretty close.
Yeah. And we'll all be at the event on Monday too. So that'll be
the Top Golf event too. So that's invitation only. If you want in, you've got to contact Brent or I.
I got to email Bobbie about that one. It's not an open invite, but I mean, it's worth asking, because if you see me try to swing a golf club, you'll be entertained, for life. So
I have a buddy coming. He's like, I don't golf. I said, and he's like, oh, I'm not a golfer. I said, yeah, but you get to hang out with me. And he's like, I'm in. I was like, I'm not gonna golf. You can hang out.
I'm like, I'm not there for the golf. I'm there for the company. So and the drinks. Let's be honest.
Awesome.
Well, this wraps up our Happy Friday. Thank you so much, Kelly, for joining us and being part of our Happy Friday. And until next time, everyone, Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
Bye.